Hello. Before we get started, choose an IDE where you can comfortably use it. So, the premise of what we're going to be doing in the teaching is after I code the statement, then I will explain it in detail. So, first is initialization. So, this variable is we're going to be making use of the input function. This uses this prints this to this is a question for the user to input the grade. Then once this is executed, then we're going to call this variable, and using the int function, we will convert the value of grade into an integer. So if you enter the uh, integer value, it will execute normally, but if you enter a string, then it will have an error. So in the grading system, we're going to be making use of a condition. So grade is if grade is greater than so the program is done. First, we're going to test it out if it works. 100 1 this looks so it looks pretty good. So I will explain it in detail now. So this is a condition. If the grade is greater than 100, since you can see in a grade that is 120, then if this condition is satisfied, then it will print a statement invalid input. Test that out. 101 and see it's invalid input. for and for this, else if grade is equal to 100, this is read as 100 is equal to, so equal to 100, it will execute the highest honors, and 100, boom. So another form of this is else if grade is greater than or equal to 995, it will execute high honors. Let's just test it out. 96, see, high honors. And for these two, it's pretty much the same as this condition right here, but in different numbers. So 86 honors, 78 passed. But the difference between this one, it is read as else if grade is less than or equal to 75, then the result will fail, a failed student. So 73 failed. And if these conditions are not met, if the grade is not equal to these conditions, then it will move to this condition right here. It will print an invalid input. So how does this work? As you can see, this will not overlap with one another because each of them considers the condition of the others. For example, this 95 greater than and or equal to. That means that because it's greater than, it will increase, it will compare the grade to values of that are higher than 95 or equal to. So but since there is a condition that is equal to 100, it will have its limit. So this is the max limit, the 100, because if you cross that line of that limit, then it will result in an invalid input. And for below 75, that would be, below 75, that will result in failure of the student. But if the value is not the same as any of these conditions, only then will it end. It will output an invalid input. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the grading system. Thank you for watching.